All right, now check this out. Spaghetti models. Now, when you get to this point in ramping up toward a tropical event when you're just a handful of days away, there's usually pretty good consensus. You've seen these maps before where it'll be like one shot of the spaghetti noodles all going in one direction. These are all different forecast models. Not only do they go in a bunch of different directions, they also go at different speeds. Some of them are a little slower, some speed it up going on away. So we've got a wide range of potential here. Notice how we happen to sit right in the middle. And that changes a lot of stuff. If it goes to the west, if it goes to the east, I mean, you've got different scenarios in play here. But let's start with Florida. This is not good news for the Gulf Coast of Florida. Tampa, that could be up to a Cat 4 by Wednesday afternoon, making a landfall maybe around Tampa. This could change and probably will. This is going to be Thursday afternoon, weakening down into a tropical storm. By the time it would have any effect on us, it looks like at this point it could go between us and Savannah as a weakening area of low pressure. Now, this is on the good side. The dirty side, you don't want to be on this side where potential for tornadoes and stuff like that. We would be on the side that may still have some rain and maybe some wind, but it would be an overall better scenario. Here's a look at the GFS and Euro. They're kind of in lockstep with sort of going toward the north here. This is Friday lunchtime and pulling this rain. Notice how this does not go with that new track. That leans more this way now. And you can see it going as we go overnight into Saturday morning up through our way. So you're going to see a lot of this back and forth stuff as we go through the next few days. Track goes this way, GFS and Euro go this way, and then it starts to fall apart as it goes north. Check this one out. Here's the graph model, the one we always show you that we call Future View, as we go through tomorrow, getting out over the Gulf. And there could be a combination of different models. The National Hurricane Center all looking at this and has kind of moved it a little bit toward the east, because watch what this one does. This is going into Wednesday afternoon at landfall maybe somewhere around Tampa, and then taking an eastward turn over Florida. Now, if this happens right here, we get nothing out of this unless it starts to roll back toward the north and west. So a whole lot of different scenarios out there in play as we go through this week, and we don't have anything nailed down just yet, unfortunately. We'll say around 80 tomorrow, and then we drop it down a little cooler as we go Wednesday, Thursday. Beautiful week, and then we'll see what happens for Friday, Saturday with any of that. We've got a lot of things to figure out. Taylor, more on that. You were talking just about how those systems can take a simple turn and have a lot of different impacts. So I want to show you a graphic that we're coming up with about what the dirty side, the straight on side, and the clean side all mean. So the left side, the dirty side, is if we end up on the right side or the east side of the storm, that's going to give us some severe weather impacts. So if that center of Ian goes to the west near the Alabama-Georgia border, we could have the potential for some flash flooding in some areas and the potential for brief spin-up tornadoes. If the track is tracking the way the Hurricane Center believes it will, or the graph is saying, that'll put us on the clean side, kind of putting the eye of Ian somewhere between Macon and Savannah. That will leave us on the clean side. We'll still get some rain and some winds, but not so much the severe weather impacts. If this Ian decides to go, hey, straight through central Georgia, then that's where we start to see some of the impacts from both. So the farther east you are from Macon, the more likely you are to see some of the flash flooding and severe weather impacts from the system. Like Ben said, all of this is super fluid as we are still tracking Ian right now and seeing how all the interactions with the cold front that came today that will stall out in the next couple of days will impact Ian in the coming days. We'll all keep you updated on air and online.